Hi, Tamara here. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting back to skincare, one of my favorite topics. Today is actually the third installment in a new skincare series that I started about a month ago. And the goal of this series is to provide you with Skincare 101, the basic principles and elements of building a skincare routine customized to your individual needs and concerns. Because it's so basic and elemental, I feel that this series can be helpful to everyone, whether your concerns are acne or wrinkles. These principles can be applied to you. In the first installment of the series, we covered the importance of your skin's moisture barrier, how to protect it, how to repair it. We talked a lot about the importance of establishing a gentle daily cleansing routine, and we spent a lot of time on daily sun protection. Part 2 was on the vitamin A derivatives, everything from retinol to prescription retin A. The reason I wanted to cover the vitamin A derivatives early on, because the vitamin A derivatives help treat everything from acne to wrinkles. And today we are talking about antioxidants. Antioxidants, both internally with nutrition and externally with skincare, are universally beneficial not only to our skin but to our overall health. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would take a minute and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's do this. Before we talk in detail about antioxidants, we need to talk about something called free radicals, oxidative damage, something called the free radical theory of aging. I'm going to try and summarize this very briefly in a nutshell and not get too deep into the weeds of the biochemical reactions. But in a nutshell, every day, just by virtue of being alive, our bodies, our skin, we are exposed to environmental stressors and environmental toxins. Everything from UVA, UVB to pollution, smoke, and stressors and toxins that we aren't even aware of and that may not even have been discovered yet. These environmental stressors and toxins create something called free radicals. Actually, it's not only external stressors, it can be internal stressors as well. Stress, anxiety, too much sugar, over-exercising. So these stressors, whether it's environmental or more internal, create something called free radicals. Think of these free radicals as vicious attackers. And these free radicals attack the cells of our body. And they do this by stealing an electron. And when a cell loses an electron, it becomes unstable and it becomes unhappy and it wants an electron, so it goes to its neighbor and it steals an electron from its neighbor, and so on and so on. And this process spreads throughout our cells and throughout our tissues. This process creates something called oxidative damage. Oxidative damage does a lot of bad things to us. It damages us at the very DNA level. It causes inflammation. And we know inflammation is not only the enemy of our health, but it's the enemy of our skin. You know, this oxidative damage just really does a number on our cells at the very cellular level, I don't know why I have a hard time saying that word, at the very cellular level. It damages the cell function, it damages the cell membrane. Oxidative damage damages our collagen and it damages our elastin. And we know that loss of collagen and elastin causes wrinkles, sagging, and textural issues with our skin. Oxidative damage causes aging, both internally and externally. Luckily, our bodies are designed to fight and to defend themselves from this oxidative damage. Our bodies will utilize antioxidants to fight against the free radical oxidative damage. And how antioxidants fight against the free radicals is the antioxidant will actually donate an electron to the cell that's missing an electron. And when that cell restabilizes, because now it has an electron, that cascading vicious cycle, that snowball effect of oxidative damage, gets stopped in its tracks. It is neutralized, it stops. And so it's very important that we support our body's ability to defend itself with antioxidants. Before we talk about topical antioxidants, there are two things that are even more important to ensure that your body can defend itself against these free radicals. Number one, minimize your exposure to these toxins and free radicals as much as possible. Number one thing you can do is use daily high SPF every single day, rain or shine, sleet or snow, indoors or outdoors. That will really go a long way to cutting down your exposure to oxidative damage in the first place. Number two, the importance of a diet high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory foods cannot be overstated. We need to support our body's ability to defend itself, and the best way we can do that is to provide lots of fruits and vegetables which are high in antioxidants. Berries are super high, all the greens, but basically just lots of vegetables and fruits that are high in antioxidants will help support your body's ability to defend itself. I will link a couple of nutrition videos below where I've talked about superfoods for your skin and green smoothies, because internal nutritional health cannot be overstated. And then we are finally getting to topical antioxidants. Yes, we can include antioxidants in our moisturizers, our creams, our treatments, our serums, and by being applied topically, they can help defend our skin against this free radical damage. So what are these antioxidants that we can apply topically? Well, there are many. Vitamin A, vitamin B, B3, which is niacinamide, vitamin C in all of its forms, vitamin E, all of those vitamins which are found in fruits and vegetables can be applied topically to the skin and are effective antioxidants for the skin. Ferulic acid is an important antioxidant, Coenzyme Q10, resveratrol, which is found in grapes and wine, green tea, actually all the teas, particularly green tea, matcha green tea, and there's a new tea I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. Alpha lipoic acid, you know, the list goes on, and there are probably antioxidants that have not yet even been discovered yet. And you will notice as I listed these antioxidants that all of these antioxidants that can be used topically to your skin are also part of a healthy diet. I'm going to talk about 4 antioxidants today. Each one of these antioxidants actually deserves its own video. So this is really going to be an overview of the types of antioxidants that are available and how to choose them. And even though I'm talking about several that I do include in my skincare routine, I would like to encourage you, don't go out and buy all these things at one time and throw them on your face. One of the things we talked about in the first installment of this series is the importance of adding serums one at a time. But I'm hoping to give you an overview of what is available so that you can make a selection based on your skin type and your skin concerns and your needs. Okay, let's start with vitamin C. There's several different vitamin C's, right? L-ascorbic acid is the one that has the longest history of research behind it and that actually proves that it does have the following effect. Yes, it can fight free radicals, and it can help our skin defend itself against UVA and UVB. It is brightening, it helps reduce pigment, and it can stimulate collagen and elastin. All good things, right? Why would you not want L-ascorbic acid? Well, there are a couple of cons. One is it's very unstable with a very, very short shelf life, meaning it goes off pretty quickly. And 2 is it can be very irritating to some people who have sensitive skin, especially people who have rosacea. But I have been using it for many years. Like I said, I started with SkinCeuticals, C plus E plus ferulic. Again, you're getting 3 antioxidants in one serum. And by formulating it that way, it helps the vitamin C become more effective. Luckily, about 5 years ago, I discovered Timeless C plus E plus ferulic, which is very, very similar to SkinCeuticals at a fraction of the cost. I first heard about this with Angie, Hot and Flashy, of course, but Mary Ellen After 60 also swears by this. This is a fan favorite. A lot of people love this, and I have been using and loving it for 5 years. I do keep it in the refrigerator. That will help it last longer. It is a very white or clear and very, very runny. Can you see it? It's like water consistency. Very easy to massage onto your skin. It absorbs readily, and I love it. There are several other types of vitamin C available, and these are called vitamin C esters. And the one that's been getting a lot of buzz recently and that has been really intriguing me is something called tetrahexadectyl ascorbate, THD for short, because that's a mouthful. Tetrahexadectyl ascorbate, THD. The benefits of THD: it has a very stable, long shelf life. It's non-irritating, so it can be tolerated very well by most people, and it is oil soluble, and it is thought to penetrate more deeply into the skin. Now, THD doesn't have as much research behind it to prove that it is in fact effective, but there's a lot of anecdotal evidence out there that it is a wonderful vitamin C ester, and I have been intrigued. Now, I do not plan to give up my L-ascorbic acid because it is definitely working in my skincare routine. But I really wanted to try the THD, but I didn't want to spend the $200 on the sort of the latest serum of the moment. I was at Costco and I happened upon this serum. This is Dr. Perricone's Vitamin C Ester Skin Brightening Serum. The #1 ingredient is THD. I'm like, yes, I'm in. And it was only $29. It has a lot of wonderful ingredients. Again, the top ingredient right after water is THD. It also has squalene, jojoba oil, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, rosemary. I have been loving this. I have actually been using this in the evening. Going back to one of the basic elements of incorporating an antioxidant into your skincare routine is because antioxidants are protective against the environment, they're usually included in the morning skincare routine, okay? Because we are going out into the world and we need to shield ourselves with antioxidants to protect ourselves from the oxidative damage. But because I didn't want to give up my Timeless C, I have been using this Perricone MD Vitamin C Ester Skin Brightening Serum in the evening, and I am enjoying it. Let me show you the texture. It is a white, a little bit thicker. It's a little thicker than the vitamin C, but it's still very, it's still pretty runny. And oh my gosh, the hyaluronic acid, the jojoba oil, the squalene makes this a beautiful moisturizing serum. So I've only been using this for 2 weeks, so I don't know about any effects, but I have been enjoying it very much. So that is vitamin C, everything from L-ascorbic acid to various vitamin C esters, including the very popular THD. Now, there are some other vitamin C serums that have been on my radar. So there's some other popular vitamin C serums that have very good reviews, very good ratings that I'm going to list in the description box below. May Love Glow Maker, very popular, highly rated vitamin C serum. Mad Hippie has a vitamin C serum, and I love the Mad Hippie line. I think that's magnesium ascorbic phosphate. I'm not sure, but it's not L-ascorbic acid. As well as Eva Naturals has a vitamin C serum that I recently heard about. Beth, who has the channel 50 Plus Beauty, recently did a review of the Eva Naturals vitamin C serum, and she really intrigued me. She's loving it. So again, you can find a vitamin C serum that is suitable for your skin needs and your skin type. And it is a very effective antioxidant to include in your morning routine. Then let's talk about niacinamide, because this is one of my all-time favorite actives for the skin. Multiple benefits. Niacinamide, powerful antioxidant. It also has anti-inflammatory actives. It supports and can help heal and protect our skin's moisture barrier, and it does this by stimulating our body to produce ceramides. Niacinamide also helps regulate our oil production, so it can be very helpful for acne and rosacea. And it doesn't reduce the pore size, but because of all these other effects, it can really help make the pores appear less noticeable. It helps reduce pigment, so it is effective against hyperpigmentation, and it pairs excellently with the vitamin A derivatives. It is thought that niacinamide actually helps improve the effectiveness and the tolerance to retin A. So you know, niacinamide is a fabulous powerhouse ingredient that I love incorporating into my skincare in multiple ways. Number one, niacinamide is in my favorite moisturizer, CeraVe PM Moisturizing Lotion. Niacinamide, very high up on the ingredients list. And my retin A that I'm obtaining from Curology these days, they included 4% niacinamide mixed in with my retin A. So I love that. As well, I also have a 10% niacinamide booster from The Ordinary. This also contains zinc. Now, typically the correct dose for niacinamide is about 5%. So 10% is very, very strong. That's why they call this a booster. I cannot apply this directly to my skin. It would, in fact, be irritating because the dose is too high. But how I like to use this, for instance, right now my CeraVe is empty and I haven't replaced it yet. So I pulled out a First Aid Beauty moisturizing lotion. This does not contain niacinamide. So what I've been doing is I take a little bit of my lotion and I'll just add a couple of drops of the niacinamide. 1, 2. And now I have niacinamide in my moisturizer. I am going to replace my CeraVe PM, but like I said, I'm out, and I had picked this up as a travel size a while ago, and I just want to use it up. So I am using this up by adding my niacinamide booster, and then I know I'm getting my niacinamide. That's niacinamide. I would never be without it. You know, there are also cleansing creams that contain niacinamide. There are sunscreens that contain niacinamide. Look for it. You might even be using it right now and not even realize it. Niacinamide, powerhouse, not only antioxidant, but multiple other benefits, and I highly advise incorporating it into your skincare routine. We only have 2 more antioxidants to talk about. One of my favorite antioxidants is the timeless Coenzyme Q10. Our body actually manufactures Coenzyme Q10 and stores it in our cells and tissues. But as we age, our body's ability to manufacture Coenzyme Q10 goes down. So I have long been taking a Coenzyme Q10 vitamin, probably for 15 years. It's supposed to be heart healthy, it's supposed to be good for your brain, good for your nervous system, and excellent for your skin. So when I heard that Timeless had a Coenzyme Q10 serum, I jumped on it. I love this stuff. It also has peptides and it has hyaluronic acid. And let me show you what this looks like. This has a nice sort of golden color, and it is fairly runny. Has a long shelf life. Oh my gosh, it is so hydrating and so moisturizing, and it never pills up on my skin. It doesn't really have a scent. I love my Coenzyme Q10, And I have recommended this to many of my friends, and every single one of them absolutely loves it. I recommend this product highly. I do recommend all the products that I'm talking about today, but again, don't go out and buy all of them at one time. Start one at a time and incorporate slowly. However, Coenzyme Q10 has a very low irritation potential. Literally almost anybody can incorporate Coenzyme Q10 serum into their skincare routine. Everything that I have shown you so far, I've purchased with my own money, and I've either been using it for a long time, or like I told you, the Dr. Perricone has just been a short period of time. Recently, I received a product free in PR from a wonderful woman named Bev May, and she has a company and a serum called Niacinamide. And she sent this to me about 2 months ago. And this product is called Niacinamide Green Rooibos Pressed Serum. Green Rooibos is a type of tea, and we know all teas have antioxidant benefits, both internally and externally. I think I mentioned that when we talked about nutrition and also antioxidants. It's not a green tea, but it is a tea, and it's thought to have higher antioxidant effects than even green tea. So again, Niacinamide Green Rooibos Pressed Serum. So Bev May is the formulator, and she is a biologist, and she is a wonderful person. I just love the ethics of her company. She based her serum on research by the Nelson Mandela Institute in South Africa that was studying this green rooibos tea, found it to be such a potent antioxidant. So she took that research and she formulated an amazing antioxidant serum. This is vegan, and it is organic, and it's sustainably sourced. This serum is a powerhouse of wonderful ingredients. Of course, there's green rooibos, fermented tea leaves, and I really like that fermented process. It contains hyaluronic acid, zinc, argan oil, niacinamide 3%, you know I love that. It contains vitamin E, and it has several botanicals that are thought to be antioxidant. Sea buckthorn, chlorella, licorice root extract, and turmeric, which I love. Let me show you what it looks like. So I have been using this twice a day because I'm a little extra for the last 2 months, and I really love it. Here's what it looks like. It's got a nice glass bottle and a pump. And it's a sort of a gel-like texture, and you can see that it has a brown color, and that is from a combination of the tea leaves as well as the turmeric. But as you work it into your skin, that tint does dissipate. See? Tint is all gone. And oh my gosh, the scent. Again, light, healthy, fresh. It's a really very delicate, beautiful scent. It is fragrance free, so the scent is derived from the organic ingredients. It is so hydrating, so moisturizing, very lovely on the skin. I've been using this twice a day, AM and PM, and I have been absolutely loving it. Bev May was generous enough to offer a discount code to my viewers, so the discount code will be linked below. Actually, every product here will be linked below, but I will have a discount code for you for this Niacinamide Green Rooibos Pressed Serum. Love it. So those are my antioxidants, and let me tell you about how I incorporate them into my routine. Again, please don't go out and buy every product and throw it on your skin. Go slow, one at a time, evaluate your skin's response. Because I've been building my skincare routine over so many years, you know, I have added these products gradually. Okay, so in the morning, I do cleanse. I go in with my vitamin C. I let that set for a little while. And then I have been going in with my Niacinamide. And I let that set for a little while. Yes, 3 antioxidant serums in the morning. And then I go in with my Coenzyme Q10. Now, it's summer right now, and my skin, which is very dry in the winter, is not as dry in the summer. So because I'm using both of these products and they're so hydrating with hydrating ingredients, I have not been needing to add a moisturizer on top of these in the morning. I will let these set down on my skin, and then I'll go straight in with my Elta MD Tinted SPF 44. So by adding this product, I was able to eliminate my moisturizer from my morning routine. So those are my 3 antioxidants that I use in the morning. And then in the evening, I do a double cleanse. I go in with my Curology, and we know this has 4% niacinamide. And then I will go in with my Sama, and we know this has 3% niacinamide. And I do allow each step to sort of set in 5 or 10 minutes usually, although you can go one after another. And then of course I go in with my Coenzyme Q10, very hydrating. And then I will top it off with either my CeraVe PM, this is empty, or this First Aid Beauty, which I am in the process of using up before I repurchase another CeraVe. Okay, so that is how I incorporate. You know, I feel like layering, I'm layering niacinamide. I'm getting it in a serum, I'm getting it in a moisturizer, I'm getting it with my Retin-A. I really like the idea of having 2 types of vitamin C, one in the morning, one in the evening. Anyway, that's what I do. I enjoy skincare. I enjoy the process of layering these things on. So that is antioxidants in a nutshell. I hope that you now have enough information so that you can select an antioxidant that works for you, for your skincare routine, and that works for your skin concerns and needs. Part 4 will be coming in a couple of weeks, and in part 4 we will be talking about chemical versus physical exfoliation. So I'm looking forward to that. I really appreciate the time that you spend here with me each Sunday. I really thank you for that. With that being said, please, please take extra good care of yourself so that you can stay safe and healthy. I hope to see you in my next video, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye. I want to it helps treat everything from, if you want to hear, it's quite a bit. So again, vitamin C, it's Beth who has the channel 50 something. What is it, Beth?